Welcome guys, this is Pranshi Verma. Today's topic is AC8751 Optical Communication. In today's session, we will cover Unit 2nd Transmission Characteristics of Optical Fiber. Okay, let's begin the session. First question is, which of the following statements best explain the concept of material absorption? Here, correct answer is option A loss mechanism related to the material composition and fabrication of fiber. Okay. Option A is correct because material absorption is a loss mechanism that results in dissipation of transmitted optical power as heat in a waveguide. It can be caused by impurities or interaction with other components of the core. Okay. So my dear students, your correct answer is option A. Next question. How many mechanisms are there which causes absorption? Here correct answer is option B, 3. Okay. Absorption is a loss mechanism. It may be intrinsic, second one extrinsic, and third one is also caused by atomic defects. Okay. So now listen to me very carefully. 3 mechanisms are there which causes absorption. First one intrinsic, second one extrinsic, and third one by atomic defects. Okay. Next question. Absorption losses due to atomic defects mainly include, here correct answer is option B, missing molecules, oxygen defects in glass. Okay. Because atomic defects are imperfections in the atomic structure of fiber material. Atomic structure includes nucleus, molecules, protons, etc. as well as atomic defects thus contribute towards loss of molecules, oxygen, etc. That's why absorption losses due to atomic defects mainly include missing molecules, nucleus, and different types of oxygen defects in glass. Okay. Next question. The effects of intrinsic absorption can be minimized by, here correct answer is option C, suitable choice for core and cladding components. Okay. Because intrinsic absorption is caused by interaction of light with one or more components of the glass, that is core. Thus, if the compositions of core and cladding are chosen suitably, this effect can be minimized. Okay. Here correct answer is option C. Next question. Which of the following is not a metallic impurity found in glass in extrinsic absorption? Here correct answer is option D, Si. Okay. Because in the optical fibers prepared by melting techniques, extrinsic absorption can be observed. It's caused from transition metal element impurities. In all these options, Si is a constituent of glass and it cannot be considered as an impurity to glass itself. Okay. Next question. Optical fibers suffer radiation losses at bends or curves on their paths. Your correct answer is option A, true. Okay. Optical fibers suffer radiation losses due to the energy in the bend or curve exceeding the velocity of light in the cladding. Hence, guiding mechanism is inhibited, which in turn cause lighted energy to be radiated from the fiber. Okay. In this way, the statement optical fiber suffers radiation losses at bends or curves on their path is true. Next question. Which among the following is provided by an optical receiver for the regeneration of data signal with minimum error? Here, correct answer is option C, linear circuitry. Okay. Linear circuitry is provided by an optical receiver for the regeneration of data signal with minimum error. Okay. Next question. In single mode fibers, how does the fraction of energy traveling through bound mode appear in the cladding? Your correct answer is option C, as an evanescent wave. Okay. In single mode fibers, as an evanescent wave, the fraction of energy traveling through bound mode appear in the cladding. Okay. Next question. How the potential macro bending losses can be reduced in case of multi-mode fiber? Your correct answer is option A. By designing fibers with large relative refractive index differences. Okay. Because in this case of multimode fibers, radius of curvature is directly proportional to core refractive index and operating wavelength. In order to reduce the macro bending losses, the operative wavelength must be small and fibers must have large relative refractive index differences. And as you know very well, losses are inversely proportional to refractive index differences. Okay, that's why here correct answer is option A. By designing fibers with large relative refractive index differences. Okay. Next question. Sharp bands or micro bands causes significant losses in fiber. This statement is true or false? This statement is true. Okay. Sharp bands usually have a radius of curvature almost near to the critical radius. The fibers with the radius near to the critical radius cause significant losses and hence they are avoided. Okay, so this statement is true. Sharp bands or micro bands causes significant losses in fiber. Next question. Blank space measurements give an indication of the distortion to the optical signals as they propagate down optical fibers. Your correct answer is option B, dispersion. Okay. Dispersion measurement give an indication of the distortion to the optical signals as they propagate down optical fibers. Okay. Because dispersion measurements provide the exact parameters to truly determine the quality and degradation to the optical signals. It gives an indication of the distortion to the optical signals as they propagate down the optical fibers. Okay. In this way, dispersion measurement gives an indication of the distortion to the optical signals as they propagate down optical fibers. Okay. Next question. The measurement of dispersion allows the blank space of the fiber to be determined. Here, correct answer is option C, bandwidth. Dispersion measurements give an indication of distortion, which in turn determines the information carrying capacity of the fiber. This information carrying capacity of the fiber is purely dependent on the bandwidth of the fiber. Okay. So in this way, the measurement of dispersion allows the bandwidth of the fiber to be determined. Next question. How many types of mechanisms are present which produce dispersion in optical fibers? Here, correct answer is option A, 3. Okay. There are 3 major mechanisms which produce dispersion in optical fibers. These are material dispersion, second one waveguide dispersion, and third one intermodal dispersion. Okay. This is very important question, guys. Next question. Intermodal dispersion is non-existent in blank space fibers. Here correct answer is option B, single mode. Okay. Intramodal, as the name suggests, need multi-mode fibers to propagate. Okay, as you know very well, in single mode fibers only one mode is there to propagate. Hence, intermodal dispersion is non-existent in single mode fibers. Okay. Next question. In the single mode fibers, the dominant dispersion mechanism is blank space. Here correct answer is option D, intramodal dispersion. In single mode case, the dominant dispersion mechanism is chromatic. Chromatic dispersion is called as intramodal dispersion. Okay. Next question. Devices such as blank space are used to simulate the steady state mode distribution. Here correct answer is option C, mode scramblers. Because the dispersion measurements on the fiber are performed only when the equilibrium mode distribution is set up within the fiber. Okay, hence filters or scrambles are used to simulate the steady state mode distribution. Okay, and devices such as mode scramblers are used to simulate the steady state mode distributions. Okay guys. Next question. How many domains supports the measurement of fiber dispersion? Here correct answer is option D, 2. Fiber dispersion measurements can be made in two domains. First one time domain and second one frequency domain. Okay. Next question. The time domain dispersion measurement setup involves blank space as the photo detector. Here correct answer is option A, avalanche photodiode. The time domain dispersion measurement setup involves avalanche photodiode as the photo detector. Okay, the time domain fiber dispersion measurement involves the pulses to be received by the photodetector in order to determine the distortion in the optical signals. These pulses are received by avalanche photodiode. Okay. Next question. What is the typical value of refractive index for an ethyl alcohol? Here correct answer is option B, 1.36. Okay. Next question. Frequency domain measurement is the preferred method for acquiring the bandwidth of multimode optical fibers. Is true or false? Is true. Because bandwidth is usually the difference in the frequency. And frequency domain measurement is usually the best method in order to find the bandwidth of the multimode optical fibers. Okay. In this way, the statement frequency domain measurement is the preferred method for acquiring the bandwidth of multimode optical fibers is true. Next question. Intramodal dispersion tends to be dominant in multimode fibers is true or false? Is false, because intramodal dispersion is dominant in case of single mode fibers. In case of multimode fibers, intermodal dispersion comes handy and it's dominant. Okay. Next question. What is dispersion in optical fiber communication? Your correct answer is option B. Broadening of transmitted light pulses along the channel. Okay. Dispersion of transmitted optical signal causes distortion of analog as well as digital transmission. When the optical signal travels along the channel, the dispersion mechanism causes broadening of light pulses and thus in turn overlaps with their neighboring pulses. Okay. So, broadening of transmitted light pulses along the channel is dispersion in optical fiber communication. Okay. Next question. What does ISI stands for in optical fiber communications? Here correct answer is option C. Intersymbol interference. Okay. ISI stands for intersymbol interference in optical fiber communication because dispersion causes the light pulses to broaden and overlap with other light pulses. This overlapping creates an interference which is termed as intersymbol interference. Okay. Next question. 3 dB optical bandwidth is always blank space the 3 dB electrical bandwidth. Your correct answer is option B, larger than. Okay. 3 dB optical bandwidth is always larger than the 3 dB electrical bandwidth because optical bandwidth is half of the maximum data rate for non-return 0. Okay, NRZ. Bandwidth is same as bit rate. The bandwidth B for metallic conductor is defined by electrical 3 dB points. And optical communication use electrical circuitry where signal power has dropped to half its value due to modulated portion of modulated signal. Okay. So in this way 3 dB optical bandwidth is always larger than the 3 dB electrical bandwidth. Okay. Next question. Chromatic dispersion is also called as intermodal dispersion. Is true or false? Is false because intermodal delay is a result of each mode having a different group velocity at a single frequency. The intermodal delay helps us to know about the information carrying capacity of the fiber. Okay, in this way, the statement chromatic dispersion is also called as intermodal dispersion is false. Okay. Next question. Chromatic dispersion is also called as intermodal dispersion is true or false? Is false because Intermodal delay, the name only suggests, include many modes. Okay. On the other hand, chromatic dispersion is pulse spreading that takes place within a single mode fiber. As well as chromatic dispersion is also called as intermodal dispersion. In this way, the statement chromatic dispersion is also called as intermodal dispersion is false. Okay. Next question. In waveguide dispersion, refractive index is independent of, your correct answer is option D, wavelength. Okay. In material dispersion, refractive index is a function of optical wavelength. It varies as a function of wavelength. In wavelength dispersion, group delay is expressed in terms of normalized propagation constant instead of wavelength. Okay. So in waveguide dispersion, refractive index is independent of wavelength. Next question. What is needed to predict the performance characteristics of single mode fibers? Here correct answer is option B. Geometric distribution of light in a propagating mode. Okay. A mode field diameter MFT is a fundamental parameter of single mode fibers. It tells us about the geometric distribution of light. Mode field diameter is analogous to core diameter in multi-mode fibers. Except in single mode fibers, not all the light that propagates is carried in the core. Okay. In this way, geometric distribution of light in a propagating mode is needed to predict the performance characteristics of single mode fiber. Okay. Next question. Which equation is used to calculate MFT? Your correct answer is option B, Peterman equations. Peterman equations is used to calculate MFT because mode field diameter is an important parameter for single mode fibers because it's used to predict fiber properties such as splice loss, bending loss, etc. The standard technique is to first measure the far field intensity distribution and then calculating mode field diameter using Peterman equations. Okay. So Peterman equations is used to calculate mode field diameter. Next question. Numerical aperture is constant in case of step index fiber is true or false? Is true. Because numerical aperture is a measure of acceptance angle of a fiber. It also gives the light gathering capacity of the fiber, and for a single mode fiber, core is of constant refractive index. As you know very well, there is no variation with respect to core. Thus, numerical aperture is constant for single mode fibers. Next question. Plastic fibers are less widely used than glass fibers is true or false? This statement is true. Plastic fibers are less widely used than glass fibers because the majority of the fibers are made up of glass consisting of silica. Okay. Plastic fibers are used for short distance transmission unlike glass fibers which can also be used for long haul applications. Also, plastic fibers have higher attenuation than glass fibers. That's why plastic fibers are less widely used than glass fibers. Okay. Okay guys, now let's wind up the session. See you in the next unit. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Thanks for watching this video. Please share this video with your friends and helps others. Just do 3 magic things: like, share and subscribe. Wish you very all the best for your examination. Thank you.